Good morning, everyone. I don't know how long I'll be playing today. Yesterday really kind of messed up my sleep, and I have one hell of a headache today. So, we will see what happens. I do want to keep playing. Alright, so I did come down here. I need to talk with Woljif.
Hey, Chief. Hey, Dreamboat, come over here. I want to talk to you about something. Something really important.
Quit bothering the decent people in here, Woljif, or I'll knock your teeth out!
What's it to you, Delvin Dum-Dum? You were told to guard me, and I'm not stopping you. But no one told me I had to shut my trap.
Who are you?
Woljif. Woljif Jefto. I deal in useful things. I can get you whatever you want. Anything. But there's just one problem.
What do you want from me?
I'll lay it out for you. Simple job, 30 minutes tops. We go someplace, talk to someone, and in return, whatever you want, I'll get it for you. Some extra rations? No problem. Armor, weapons, scrolls, you name it. It's as good as yours. If you need my help with something, whistle and I'll be there. I'm handy enough with knives too, and even my magic know-how isn't too shabby.
What a load of guff! If you were good at magic, you wouldn't be stuck in here now, would you?
Don't you listen to him, Chief. He'd find fault with the Queen herself. I'll be useful to have in battle, and I'll sell whatever you want at a reasonable price. It's your lucky day. You won't meet another gem like me in Canabras.
Yep.
Does it really matter? Don't get hung up on the past, Chief. Don't look to the future. Live in the here and now.
I asked him why he was in chains.
He was caught thieving.
Your shadow? What was that?
Get me out of here and I'll tell you. And don't worry, it's not contagious.
Can't help you while you're chained up here. How can I free you?
That's easy. You know Irabeth? Feisty looking gal, always wears armor. You can't miss her. She's the meanest fighter in the whole city. When you see her, put in a good word for me, will ya? Tell her there's this guy Woljif locked up for no good reason in the Defender's Heart. Well, for the follies of his youth. And he really wants to get out on bail so he can keep up his good behavior and make a contribution to society. You got that? Will you do it?
Yeah, I'll talk with you. To Irabeth?
I knew I could count on you. Knew it the moment I laid eyes on you.
We'll talk later. Alright, let's get our thief. Why is my game hitching today? Yeah, what is going on here? One moment here. No, nothing is even close to being maxed out.
Godspeed.
Yeah, it's just hitching randomly. Why are you doing that? I'm gonna restart the game. See if that fixes it. I don't know why it's doing that. I haven't had that happen since my last computer. I know I can play this at literally any settings on, like, whatever, and stream it. No problem with my computer. It's still hitching. Though not nearly as egregiously, though more frequently now. Let me check something here real quick. Did it reset the setting that I had that made it so that it was capped on FPS? Because if it's not capped on FPS, that would explain it. Where is it? Yeah, it decided that it didn't want to be capped on frame rate anymore. Okay, that would be why. And I'll have to restart the game again to make that apply. I don't know why it does that sometimes. That is the second time I've had it do that in my 1,500 hours of play. Where it just decides it doesn't want to, or it wants to reset my NVIDIA specific settings for it. Hopefully that stops the hitching. It's mostly gone. I thought. Whatever. There's a Tiefling chained up in the Defender's Heart. What can you tell me about him? Woljif is a petty thief from a gang of Thieflings operating in Canabris. That's what we call them in these parts. They tried to rob a vendor of magical items recently. Unfortunately, we apprehended only one of them, and the rest managed to escape. We have nowhere else to keep him apart from the Defender's Heart, but that's hardly a prison. Woljif knows it too. He's been begging us for days to let him go free, or have someone vouch for him. He's already asked you to put in a good word for him, hasn't he? Irbith squints at you, thoughtfully, then shrugs. If you want to recruit Woljif and put him to good use, go ahead. And take him off our guards' hands. We can ill afford to let a soldier spend their days watching over a middling thief. I hope the Tiefling proves useful, should you decide to take him along. Alright, what is our main objective? You heard what the demon said. They're going to desecrate the Wardstone and blow up the whole barrier around the World Wound. That would be an even worse disaster than the World Wound's expansion before the Second Crusade. Not only Canabris, but every city with a Wardstone would be destroyed, including the capital. We can't allow that, no matter what. my character could not figure out how to door.
Well, Chief, what do you got for me?
I talked to Irbith and decided to make you a part of my troop. We'll see how it goes.
You must be a smooth talker. Come on, Delvin. Get these bracelets of yours off me. I'm going free.
You're sure to regret this. This tiefling will fleece you for everything you've got. Mark my words.
You're a bitter little man, Delvin. Petty and mean. You can't even be happy for me, can ya? I pity you. I'll leave you alone with your sad little soul. So long. And now, Chief, straight down to business. You see, I'm one of those guys that people around here call Thieflings. We just call ourselves the family. After we knocked over that shop and I got stuck here in the Defender's Heart, a little bird told me that Big Sister Charisme wanted to see me. That she had some questions to ask me. You following? Now, she won't be asking me questions like, Woljif, how'd you manage to get out of this one? Or, Woljif, you're so thin, didn't they feed you? No, something serious has gone down, and I just know they want to try to pin something on me. I can feel it in my tail. So, I knew right away that I couldn't go alone. You turned up just in time, Chief. You don't need to do anything when we get there. Just stand behind me and look mean, and I'll handle the rest. Somehow. Let's go, I'll show you the way.
Alright, I have one more thing I can try to fix the stutter. But before that, I need to do the XP hat trick so that Woljif gets leveled up. I guess he doesn't get leveled up, but he gets the XP that we have. Alright, and then I will quickly exit the desktop. I need to go to Game Folder, Wrath Data, Plugins, x86, 64, and delete the rewired direct input DLL. Because apparently that corrupts occasionally and causes an issue. So that would be program files, games, Steam, Steam apps, common, Pathfinder Second Adventure, Wrath Data, plugins, and the rewired direct input.dll. And I will restart the game. And hopefully that fixes the micro stutter I was getting. If it doesn't, we just live with it. It's not that bad. Not by any means.
Godspeed.
It appears it's essentially fixed now. think. Whatever. Commander, look what we've got here. The Prestidigitation Golem. Are you too mad? Whatever possessed you to steal the gem golem from the Tower of Estrad Museum? We didn't steal nothing, Commander. We saw some looters dragging it down the street and we captured it. The shiny fellow belongs to the treasury. The inlay alone is worth more than a castle. We come up here, talk with Joran. New face in the city, you picked a good time to come to Knabris. As you can see, we're in sore need of warriors. Show Radiance to Joran. Do you recognize this sword? Do I recognize it? Of course I do. I made this with my own hands. There's my brand, see? The dwarf carefully takes the sword in his hands, gazing at it like a doting father. Oh, Yaniel, things have been tough without you. But at least we've still got your sword. That's something. Joran returns the sword to you. In battle, ordinary swords get blunted, they break, but sometimes a weapon can preserve. I don't even know how to explain it. I'm no authority on these things, but something like an echo of the deeds done with that weapon. Or more like, the reflection of the wielder's soul. I don't know. I will say one thing. Take care of that sword. Yaniel may no longer be with us, but the demons will still remember why they need to turn tail and run when they see Radiance. Ugh, the scabbard's all worn. We can't be having a fine sword like this being carried around in this tatty thing. I'll make you a new one if you like. If the city stands strong and we both survive, come see me again and I'll have it ready, no charge. Yeah, it's still hitching. Whatever. Come with me, Woljif. We are going to the Thieflings hideout. I failed to sneak past enemies. I'm okay with a little free XP. Ow.
Do not hold back.
We give them disadvantage for attacking me. Yeah, we're gonna get the stinking clouded. So be it. Wendu can step out of it so that she can fire next turn. Sela, you're fine. Price I pay for throwing this on myself.
No match for me.
Alright, we're doing some damage to the Dretch at least. got a very annoying random encounter here. I was hoping for spiders and centipedes. That is a far easier one. Okay. The Dretch is down.
Into the fray! I'll rip you apart!
Alright, we are at least not flanked anymore, which does make it harder for them to hit us.
No match for me.
Well, my people should be able to do something soon. 1 second remaining on the cloud? Okay.
They'll beg me to stop.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Cool. There we go. I will use this wand a couple times. We are very close to our level. Alright, Tila. I know there is a charisma check here, I think. I'm going to give you the headband of alluring charisma for now. Sister Charismae. The basement is dark and dank, and you are immediately struck by the hostility of the gathered tieflings. 5 of them are kneeling along the wall, separate from the rest. The tall woman, who had been cleaning her fingernails with the tip of her knife, greets you with narrowed eyes. Brother Woljif, you got my message then? Sorry, I couldn't swing by sooner, dear Sister Charismae. It was just one thing after another. First, I was in shackles. Next, well, no, I was still in shackles. And I was being watched. And then the chief got me out, and I came here straight away. I knew you'd been waiting on me. Enough talking, or else we'll be here all night. So, we had a clear plan. We were going to wait for nightfall, slip into the shop, grab the goods, and leave. Even if the neighbors called the guard, there was time to get away. But what happened? That bitch Erebith showed up almost right away. You knew we'd be there? Somebody betrayed us? And I have a good idea who it was. What do you have to say to that? Make it quick? The burden of proof lies with the accuser. Woljif doesn't need to prove anything. Charismae turns to me. He speaks. I thought Woljif only brought you so that he'd have someone to hide behind if things went south. In a single fluid motion, Charismae adjusts her grip on her knife so that it is now holding it by the blade, as if preparing to throw it. Burden of proof? Are you a city guard or something? I don't know how it is with your lot, but in the family, the highest rank is always right, and here, that's me. Woljif, tell us your side of the story. What's there to tell? About a week ago, Sister Charisme got 6 of us together in this very basement. Me and those 5 others, or 5 over there, I mean. Woljif jerks his head toward the 5 Thieflings kneeling by the wall. She rounds us up, and she says we've got a score. Ancient trees and wonders. The one place nobody's ever been able to hit. A place that's guarded by a golem. But now, a powerful scroll that would knock out the golem just happened to come into our possession, along with a tip-off that the shop owner would be gone on a particular night. All 6 of us know a bit of magic, and we know that any enchanted junk will sell for a pretty penny, so we're in. And the most important thing was that none of us was to be hanging about the shop ahead of the job. No casing out the place, no calling attention to ourselves from either the golem or its master. This job was top secret. That's all true so far. Go on. We did everything right. With the locks and the golem, I picked the lock. I remember it clear as day. Sister Dalna was on lookout. Brother Melrun had the scroll. Daffy, Tavi, Varnir brought the sacks. We covered the windows and lit the torches. I remember scooping up rings and tossing them in a sack. And one, right expensive one, rolled away from me. I crawled under a table after it. Next thing I know, Irabith was there. Everybody scampered, but I was still under the table. Not my finest moment. I was going to wait it out. But then those blockheads were dragging me out by my tail and put me in shackles. They took all my rings off me, about 20,000 worth. And to add insult to injury, I never even found the last one. In the end, I got busted over nothing. So they caught you, poor thing, stripped you of your loot, and you didn't even manage to stash anything. Charisme is pointedly polishing her knife. Where's the moon of the Abyss, Brother Woljif? What's the Moon of the Abyss? It was an amulet. It used to sit on a little cushion in the window of Ancient Trees and Wonders. Sterling silver. Sparkled like a star. Fine piece of work. On one side, there was a half moon. You know, a crescent, a waning moon. And in the middle, there was a dark crystal. Like it was eclipsing the moon. Old man Philemon was so proud of that amulet. He used to say, I'll never sell it. It's the jewel of my collection. Woljif sighs unhappily. I used to go there to see what kinds of treasures there were in the world. There's nothing else to look at in Canabris. People used to claim it was a powerful thing. But who's to say? If you ever stole a thing like that, you'd have the guards on you the second you tried to fence it. Everybody knew you were always hanging around Ancient Trees and Wonders, drooling over the Moon of the Abyss. Did you think you could swipe it in all the commotion and keep it for yourself? Did you hope that we'd all be locked up and you'd get off scot-free and with a fancy trinket to boot? Don't take me for a mug, Woljif. I see right through you. Why would Irabith arrest her own informant? Took the words right out of my mouth. Doesn't make any sense. If I was the rat, I'd have kissed her on the hand and been long gone by now. You know me, sister. I'm a cautious fella, not an idiot. Why would I go against the family? So the fish in the Selen can have a nice Woljif-sized dinner? The Moon of the Abyss is a pretty bauble, to be sure, but it's just an amulet. It ain't worth dying over. You knew Irabith's people would protect you? You knew you could pin the moon going missing on them? And now you've come here with backup. You knew exactly what I was going to say to you? Only problem is, nobody's returned the amulet to Philemon. Are you giving Irabith a cut? Is that it? Have you seen her? Do you think she takes a cut of anything I offer her? You can't be bought. She's like 3 heralds of Iomedae all rolled into one. He speaks the truth. You'll find some knights who'll take bribes. I'm sorry to say, but Irabith Tirabade is not one of them. Go on, Woljif. That's the whole story? Sorry? That's the whole sorry story. Woljif crosses his arms, looking affronted. some family this turned out to be. It's just a name in the end. In a real family, people take each other at their word. They don't throw around accusations. I didn't take the Moon of the Abyss. What am I going to do with it? You can't sell it to no Crusaders. It's a special item. You can't wear it. It'll get nicked. It's pretty to look at, sure. But it ain't that pretty. If it's that important to you, Sister Charisma, I'll find it, and I'll drag the traitor here by his horns, just so you don't end up at the bottom of the selling. But do you know what you're gonna owe me for that? An apology. Right here, in front of everyone. You're gonna apologize loud and clear so everyone hears it. You'll say, sorry, Woljif. You're a good guy and I was wrong about you. Fine. You're one of my people, which is why I'm going to give you some time. But if you run, Brother Woljif, the family will get you wherever you go. You'll spend the rest of your life looking over your shoulder, tossing and turning at night, fearing poison in every cup and every meal. You'll look into the eyes of every tiefling you meet, wondering if it's the family, or if the family's come for you. You'll have no peace. But one day, you'll be tired of running. You'll stop to catch your breath, and that's when we'll get you. Got it? Give away with words, Sister Charisma. A way that almost made me wet myself, but a way, nonetheless. Let's go, Chief. We'll go chat with that scary gal, Irabeth. She knows you a little. We can ask her who ratted us out. I'll let you do the talking. We'll find the real traitor. And I'll get my apology. Onward to Irabeth, Chief. Let's go clear my good name. Root out the traitor. Be quick about it. Time's running out. I don't want to get chewed up by demons.
We march ahead.
Alright, and then we go back to Defender's Heart.
Our path leads on.
There's a traitor I'm trying to track down. Who is your informant among the Thieflings? Irabeth arches her brow in surprise. Canabras is threatened by a demon horde, and you have enough spare time to help out thieves. Irabeth sighs. I don't like this, but I hope you know what you're doing. I'll tell you everything I know. I did not see my informant's face. He slipped out of a dark alley, handed me the note, and disappeared. Irabeth hesitates as she tries to remember. He had a cloak with a hood masking his face, but the long horns, didn't fit underneath it. There should be a guardian golem in Ancient Trees and Wonders, the shop they tried to rob. The owner gave us the construct's code word just in case. The golem itself was destroyed, but the head seems to be intact. So you can interrogate the thing and find out what it saw. The code word is Hand of Irori. The shop's owner must have escaped, but there's a chance you'll get lucky with the golem. Go. May Iomode keep you safe. Pardon me, I can't stop stretching. Stretching and yawning.
Hello? Is anyone there? free at last. I thought I'd be flattened like a pancake under that rubble. Much obliged. Damn, I'm not in any pain, but my head is still foggy for some reason. What's with all the hubbub in the city? The name's Finian. I'm a Pathfinder. If there's anything I can do to help, I will.
You're a Pathfinder?
That's right, Finian Dismar, Pathfinder and Crusader. I roam around the world wound wherever my tasks lead me. Scouting mostly, but this last while I've just been hanging around in Canabras, waiting until I'm needed again. I'm bored out of my mind, but at least this shop makes for better lodging than some inn.
What I meant was, what are you?
What's that supposed to mean? I just told you. You want to know where I hail from, is that it? Well, I'm from around here, actually. We Keloids of the Star-Eye clan fled when the World Wound troubles began. But I couldn't stand by while the demons wreaked havoc, so I came back. Or did you mean to ask about my weapon of choice? My best weapon is every weapon. I'm a skilled and capable fellow, if I do say so myself. I can swing a sword and poke with a spear, but what I am best at is communing with the spirits. They call folks like me Phantom Blades.
A Phantom Blade? What's that?
It's like a spiritualist, but with a twist. It means that some spirit took a liking to me at some point, and it can turn into whatever weapon I need. Handy, eh? I don't need any whetstones or enchantments. Doesn't take up space either. Although, to be fair, it's not a barrel of laughs. The spirits that bestow this kind of power don't come from happy places, and they're not exactly bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. They usually appear after great battles that leave few survivors.
The city's under attack by demons.
Wait, what? The last thing I saw was some thieves breaking in here. And then the guards came, everyone was running around. After that, it's a bit of a blur. Right when things got intense, they dropped the cabinet on me. I couldn't even help the owner. I was just lying under the shelves like a dimwit until you came along. If there are demons in Canabras, we must do something about it. The city needs every blade it can get. Hey, do you mind taking me with you? I don't think I can handle this alone. And besides, the more the merrier.
How did you end up in the shop?
I've been waiting here so long I don't even remember anymore. Just sitting and waiting for any word from the Pathfinders, but it looks like everyone has forgotten about me. The shop owner is an old friend of the Pathfinders, so I've taken up residence here.
Alright, I'll take you with me.
I swear you won't regret it. I can do all sorts of things. Is there anything your party is missing? A sword, a spear, a bow? Just say the word.
Alright, and here I can Finian, rapier, and now I actually have a decent weapon. Woljif. Alright, so yeah, you don't get dex to damage with this, I don't think. Yeah, you do not get dex to damage with this, like you would a dagger. But you do get, it does have +1 on it, and it is flaming. Hello? Why is it not? For some reason, it wasn't letting me drag and drop. That was weird. Masterwork silver dagger, huh? Okay, why is your inventory being so weird? There we go. I will just do this. When I get to the shadows that are in the market area, I will give him the magic weapon so that he can actually hit them and do damage. Knowledge Arcana, +2 insight bonus on perception. Who is my Knowledge Arcana person? Currently, it's Woljif. Congrats, Woljif. You get a Pipe Fox.
Who, me?
Huh? What's that?
Formerly well-appointed shop now looks a sorry state. It has been completely ransacked. Lying in the corner next to a scorched wall are the soot-covered shards of a clay golem's head. The golem's eyes glow in the gloom. Master, code word, and a Virori. Code word correct. Awaiting orders. Tell me about any suspicious people who came to the shop in the last week. Golem is silent for a moment. 56 individuals entered the shop. Human female, old. No, male, old, human female. He'll be reeling off customers till nightfall. We need to ask it a different way. Were any of the suspicious people tieflings? Tieflings, 3. Tiefling male, middle-aged. Tiefling male, young. Tiefling female, young. Describe the young male tiefling. Medium height, short horns, curling backward, medium length tail, eye color yellow, hair color black, special observations, annoyed master. Horns, hair, tail, that sounds like me. It's not possible. I know what the security's like here. I didn't come near the place. I give you my word, chief. No special observations, subject was unremarkable. There, see? Can't have been me. Describe the middle-aged male. Medium height, long horns, medium length tail, eye color, pale blue, skin color, dark. Special observations, red hair. Correct. Did I not change my title? No, I did. Okay. Oh. I'm gonna finish up low level whenever Alan pokes me to do more low level. We're gonna finish it up together since I stopped around where he is. Yeah, but not by much. He beat Mega Smilax and I got the feather. So the only thing I've done that he hasn't is the Dodo minigame. And he uses speed up way more than I do, so. Oh, that's our trader. I'd bet your life on it. Hair's made, drilled it into our heads that we wasn't to go hanging about the shop. Red hair, we got a couple gingers. And plenty more who get it out of a bottle. So much for a special observation. Golems ain't all they're cracked up to be, eh? Maybe its master knows more? Describe the female tiefling. Tiefling female, above average height, hair, long, pale not observed. Long horns, eye color blue, special observations, scar on nose, baldric, with gold stitching. I don't know that one. New arrival, most likely. Gold stitching, eh? Wouldn't mind getting to know her a little better. Where's your master? Philomin Fruliotros, my master, is in his hiding place. Revealing the location of the hiding place is prohibited, prohibited, prohibited. He likely holed himself up in the basement when the commotion started. The entrance should be around here somewhere. Where's the basement? Below me. See? I'm playing low level, where we have Belome right here.
This is my kind of work.
Crusaders are gutting the demons
Do it.
day in, day out, and who's the one obsessed with violence? Of course, it's me, Wenduag.
With blackjack? Oh, that's fair, that's fair. The elderly gnome, so portly as to be nearly spherical, is curled up in the corner of the basement, shaking. Marauders, bandits, scavengers, got it or you'll pay for your insults with your life. The gnome's hands scrabble around on the floor, seemingly in search of something to hurl at you. The Eagle Watch have probably caught up with the bandits by now. You won't get off lightly either. You can be sure of that. The gnome notices Woljif, and his rounded face turns scarlet. You, Woljif, the dirty little sneak thief. You've been sniffing around my shop for years. Finally worked up the courage to rob me, did you? Get out of here. You and your pals have taken everything already, I'm sure. The gnome seems to settle slightly. My name's Philemon Fruliatros. I was the owner of this shop, but I'm not sure I can claim to be the owner of anything now. I hope there's at least something left of it. Oh, come off it. Your shop's fine. It's a bit ransacked, maybe, but nothing a bit of spit and polish can't fix. Where were you the night of the robbery? You think I robbed my own shop? I was here, in the basement. I was told to make it look like I'd left. The Watch was very keen to get their hands on those Thieflings. They seem to be multiplying all over Golarion. So, of course, I did everything they said. And I've been stuck in this basement since then. The golem wouldn't move away from the door, no matter how much I yelled at it. But then, I thought that it was all to the good. Somebody came by after the guards and caused a ruckus upstairs, bellowing like mad, taking advantage of my absence. Tell me about the Tieflings that have visited the ancient trees and wonders recently. Why should I tell you anything about my customers? You're not from the City Guard or the Eagle Watch? Chief, if he keeps digging his heels in, just say the word. I know how to loosen his tongue. Reach for my weapon. Start talking or else. I failed the intimidate check. The gnome shifts into a defiant stance, his hands on his hips. Or else what? The worst's already happened. The whole city's picked over my shop, it feels like. I'm ruined. But go ahead, kill me. Before my creditors come knocking. Alright, I'll try the bluff then. I'm helping the Eagle Watch to catch the culprits. Then you're interested to tell me everything? There we go, succeeded that one. So they haven't got the Tieflings? I thought the city's finest were on the job, and you can't rely on anyone anymore. Ask your questions then, if it's so important. Tell me about a red-haired Tiefling. Rip the Tieflings, indeed. Philemon falls into thinking. A red-haired Tiefling? I suppose yes. There was one who came in, spent a long time looking around. He was a person of modest means, I could tell by his clothes. But he asked me to show him an Asmar-made chainmail. He certainly couldn't afford it. That's when I suspected that something was off. I checked everything after he left, but nothing was missing, and that put my mind at ease. I can't remember what he looked like. I didn't get a good look at his face. All I remember is that he was wrapped in a green cloak, like he was freezing. That's all I have. That's it with that description. I will surely sniff him out. Come on, Chief, back to Sister Charisme we go, to have a good, long, shifty at all my brothers and put all these clues together. Something tells me our traitor isn't going to wriggle out of this one. Tell me about Woljif Jeffdo, right? Yes, I've known him for a long time, though I'd rather not know him at all. He's been skulking around my shop for years, treating the place like a free museum. He always wanted to look at the Moon of the Abyss. I'd chase him out, but he'd just slink back in again. If he was with the gang that robbed my shop, I'll bet anything he swiped the moon. How come I'm the prime suspect? Whoever betrayed us all, that's the one who's got the moon. I want to see it returned too. You get me? I don't like the idea of other people's grubby's mitts on it. Yup, this quest. Tell me about the Tiefling woman. Tiefling woman? Ah yes, I remember now. A noble lady, unlike the Tiefling ruffians we have around here. She purchased magical equipment for the crusade, and she promised to come again. If only all Tieflings were like that, I'd be laughing all the way to the bank. Found everything I need to know. If that isn't enough to help catch the thieves, then I don't know what else to tell you. Now, be on your way and leave me in peace with my wreck of a shop.
I will guide us.
Back to the Thieflings hideout. Are you gonna tell me who the traitor is? The name and the moon of the abyss they stole? That they stole? I don't need anything else. Take a good look at the suspect. The Tieflings are tense and ready to reach for their weapons. The only redheads are Melrune and Dofi. The dark-skinned Tieflings are Varnir, Dofi, and Melrune. Dofi, Melrune, and Tavi have straight horns, but Tavi is female. Only Varnir and Mulrune have green cloaks. Ready to give you a name? It is Mulrune. You'll pay for this? Vodiel and Hepsmira will get you in the end. Grab him, take him away for questioning. Charisme looks weary, but her earlier tension is clearly lifted. He confessed. Someone connected to the cult of Baphomet ordered him to steal the moon of the abyss, and the best idea he could come up with was to drag us into it. He got the scroll to take out the golem. He betrayed us to Erebeth so that he could swipe the amulet in the chaos. He thought we'd get nicked and he'd slink off to meet up with his customer. You've got the moon of the abyss? Let me look at it one more time. My whole life I've dreamt of holding it in my hands, if only for a second. He said when he got to the window display, the moon was gone. He's lying, of course. He had time to hand the moon off to the person who'd ordered it. Bloody cultists. I don't really give a toss. I'm just glad we got to the bottom of this. What are you gonna do now? Clear out of this place, the sooner the better. The city's dying. I don't want to die with it. The city would have already died if not for the people who stood up to defend it, with weapons in their hands. So defend it. I'm not stopping you. It's your city. But we've always been outsiders here. Why would we fight for you now? What are you going to do to the traitor? He'll be sent to his distant relatives on their farm to think about what he did. Any more questions? I have to go. Good decision. I don't plan to hang around long either. Sister, Woljif nervously bites his lip. His cheeks are flushed. His tail is swishing through the air. You've got something? What now? You should be happy to be alive? An apology? You promised to apologize to me? Loudly in front of everyone? We're all alone now? But I still want to hear it. Well? That. So sorry. I suppose for being wrong about you this time. Don't think that just because you didn't act like a jerk this one time that it cancels out the rest of your record. I know all about you. Till next time, Woljif. That was the most pathetic apology I've ever heard. Charisme's eyes harden, but then she sighs. Alright, fine. I'm sorry, Woljif. Let's part on good terms. And now apologize to me as well. When you falsely accused my ally, you accused me too? I failed. Oh well, whatever. Don't push it. Good luck to both of you. I just wanted a little extra XP. Woljif watches her go, his tail relaxing. Better than nothing. Listen, Chief. When you've got a spare minute, come see me. I've got something I want to discuss with you. But for now, let's get out of here. I don't like sitting below ground when the building above is ready to crash down on our heads. Alright, it is time for ads. They will last for 3 minutes. They turn off pre-rolls and mid-roll ads for the next hour. I don't do anything in the meantime, so nobody misses out on any content. And I shall catch you all in 3 minutes. So, D-Man, are you really going to do a low level? I'd watch. Alright, the ads are finished. We continue on.
Godspeed.
You think Charisma would forget to lock a vault with a pile of money in it? You should be so lucky if you want to clear the cobwebs out of them. Pockets of yours? You're gonna have to try a bit harder. It is, there's a Sovereign Dragon, there is a Head Chomper, they're, essentially little tiny pet things that you can have on that give bonuses to skills. And then there is a Pipe Fox, which I think is the snake that the snake thing that you were seeing. And yes, I shall keep them on. They give, yeah, it's a little fuzzy little Pipe Fox. But they give bonuses to skills, so there is no reason for me to not.
Pretty good, aren't I?
I see something over there.
Oh. Oh boy, I got that early. Alright, I'm okay with this. Sometimes you get really lucky with the random loot from the random loot mod. Like getting bismuth in Act 1 instead of late Act 2. That is probably the luckiest I could have gotten. How you doing, Schlupp? Hope you're well.
I'll bathe in your blood.
Strike as one.
I missed.
I'll rip you apart.
Summer is back. Probably get 2 full weeks of sun this year. Neat.
Cover me, all right?
Go Woljif. Oh, there's one here.
Attack!
I will.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
There we go. Do some initiative manipulation so that I don't take an attack of opportunity with Wendu. That nets us level 4. And what did I have for my level 4? Oh, right. I was really looking forward to this level. Dexterity. And then we go deeper into those. And I take a riding dog. I really like this animal. It has a trip on its basic attack. So there's just a chance that it trips the enemy on its basic attack, which is a bite. And if it does trip the enemy, that enemy receives a penalty to armor class, making it easier to hit. It is very similar to the wolf, which has similar stats, less dexterity, and otherwise similar stats. But this one gets +2 bonus damage against prone targets, which, I mean, I don't need the extra damage, I need the extra to hit. More consistent hits is better than slightly higher damage on misses, you know? Because a miss is still 0 damage. Now, the one thing that makes me really sad about this game is the fact that you can't use the hissing centipede as a mount, even when it becomes large. Because when the game first launched, and I saw that one of the mythic paths was the Devouring Swarm, I really wanted to make a hissing centipede cavalier that went devouring swarm, but sadly it can't be used as a mount. So we're going to take the riding dog here. Other options are horse. Horse has a lot of AC, and you can ride it immediately. Other ones are elk and Triceratops. Triceratops has a lot of natural armor class. But I like the riding dog the most here. And I will take Lesser Restoration and Resist Energy and Cure Moderate Wounds. Resist Energy, Lesser Restoration, and Cure Moderate Wounds. Sela is level 4. She gets an extra Smite Evil and a Channel Positive Energy use. Next level, she gets a horse. I am going to be just pumping her charisma. Because eventually we get enough to hit buffs that it doesn't matter that she'll only have like an 18 strength. And the extra charisma affects her smite. And later will affect her Mark of Justice, which will apply her charisma modifier to hit against the enemy that's marked for all allies. Which is just nice. It is very nice. I'm not going to go further up mobility. I only need 3 in mobility for her. Aside from that, is there anything... I guess I'm going further up mobility. There's nothing else I really want that she could benefit from. Yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah, she also gets her, first level paladin spells. What do we want here? It's probably Bless. Amelia... You just go up Dex. And here... Do I have a Camellia build I'm following? I do, and usually I would take Ice Plant Hex here, but I think I'm going to take Evil Eye. No, because I'm going to get Ember soon. And I don't need... Like, the Shaman Evil Eye and the Witch Evil Eye do stack, which is nice. But I'm going to be spending most of her turns casting Protective Luck. So I'll take the Ice Plant Hex here for the extra armor class. Wendu. You are a Slayer. And... I go Dex on almost all of these, except for the final one, which I'll go Charisma. And all you get this level is a sneak attack. That's fine. Woljif. What do you get? A rogue talent. And debilitating injury. Okay. Sometimes I take him down Alchemist. Or not, yeah, and make him a Vivisectionist. But I don't care enough. Eldritch Scoundrel is plenty fine. It's not, like, ideal or amazing compared to some of the other things he could be. But it's good enough. And that's all that really matters. Alright, so here... I can take Weapon Focus. Or I could take Combat Trick and take something else. For, like, Improved Initiative or something. I'll just take the Weapon Focus here. Weapon Focus Light Blades. And then here... I'll grab Protection from Alignment Communal. And I will take... and I'll take Blur, I guess. It's either that or Resist Energy. Maybe Resist Energy. Having more Resist Energies early on is good. Right, one more thing I need to do here. Fury's Fall. Alright, Schlup. Since you are a sub, you get to be one of the animal companions. You will be, unfortunately, a little on the weak side until next level. Next level? Oh, no, you're going to be a little on the weak side for a long while. I take Boon Companion way late. Because I need that second level of Witch before I take it. That's fine. I also can't believe that. That's impressive. I will forever be happy that somehow my name isn't taken, like, literally anywhere, ever. And I say somehow as if, like, maybe this would be common or something. No, I'm not expecting it to be common. But I'm just surprised that, you know, nobody has done or used it before. Ayla, please, no! I don't want to have to fight for my name.
Let us press on.
Psst, look, Chief, I got something to show you. Ta-da! A real beaut, isn't it?
He makes a subtle gesture, and an amulet on a chain appears in his hand. A silver amulet in the shape of a waning moon with a dark crystal in the middle. The moon of the abyss. Yeah, but that's not the same thing. Needs to have the H. The H is important. Changes the meaning. How you doing, Ayla? Hope all's well. Did you betray the Thieflings?
That cuts me deep, Chief. You and I saw who the traitor was. It's just that when we robbed the shop, I went in first and took what I wanted. Nothing wrong with that.
Nice.
Although, of course, I did think about hiding the moon and just taking myself off somewhere warm when all this blows over. But only because I want to see the world. Is it a crime to want to travel? Huh? Is that what counts for treachery these days?
Did you really have the amulet this whole time?
Since that night, Chief, Melround didn't even set eyes on it. While he was dealing with the golem, I sneaked past them, and that was that.
Remind me why this item's so important?
You really not remember it? Oh, I thought you would appreciate it. It's from the old man Fileman, the owner of the Ancient Trees and Wonders shop. It's the pride of his collection. The Moon of the Abyss, an amulet with a rare crystal crafted by an unknown maker. When I think of how much this thing is worth, it makes my head spin.
Why did you steal the Moon of the Abyss? You wouldn't have been able to sell an item so rare anyway?
Why, he asks? It's expensive, pretty. And you know, it's my amulet, actually. Not meaning I stole it, but I mean, this is my inheritance. My grandma and I were poor. All we had was a jewelry box with the moon in it. She used to store it under the floor in the basement, and she'd take it out sometimes just to look at it. She was always nicer when she had a few drinks in her, so I could ask her things then. One time I asked where she got it from, and she said it was from a demon. You know, the demon who was my grandfather. He said the moon was to be passed down. My ma was good for nothing and nobody, so that's why Grandma decided to keep the amulet for me. She used to say it would be mine when I grew up. But she couldn't wait until I grew up. She squandered my inheritance when she became a drunk. Took it to Fileman's shop and pawned it. He gave her some coppers for it, and she didn't even haggle. Just grabbed them and ran back to the tavern before last orders. I've been going to Fileman's to look at the moon ever since I was a kid. He chased me away, but I just kept going back, so eventually he gave up. He didn't skimp on security. The place was like a fortress, so he wasn't worried about a street rat like me pinching anything. Even when I got more skilled, I couldn't get any closer to it. One day, I had no one to go with. Another day, there were only oafs who'd never stolen anything more than a church donation box. But when Charisme had planned everything out, I realized I had a chance to get the moon and move away from here. Maybe to Daeran. I hear it's warmer there. I've stayed with the family for too long.
You deceived the people who considered you a friend. That's not the way you treat your friends.
Family, friends. You know, some people don't believe in gods, so gods don't exist for them. And I don't believe in family. All that heartwarming talk about sticking together. Ugh. People like to say those things, but when push comes to shove, Sister Charisme used to say that us Tieflings were one family, and you see how that turned out. And did you hear that excuse for an apology? I did the right thing, and I was right to want to run when I just planned on stealing the Moon of the Abyss. Everything turned out as it should. Whatever you think, I owe you. I'm not just a thief, I have my own business selling things. Thanks to you, I'm still in the family, and we have the black market sewn up in this city. It's a good way to sell valuables. So, if you need anything, a scroll or something, just say the word. I have a little portal to our people in Nerosian. You put a note there, and you get what you need. I can't get you anything big, but what they do have is all high quality. Nothing's too good for you, Chief. What's mine is yours. For a price, of course.
Alright, let's see what he has. I legit don't remember what he has item-wise. Scrolls of Haste. Ooh. I might grab one of those. First, though... I still have that stun bomb that I'm holding on to. I don't need the Scrolls of Magic Missile any longer. I don't think I'm ever going to use Potions of Bear's Endurance. Not when it lasts 2 minutes. I don't think I need this any longer either. So I will take the Scrolls of Haste. Those will be useful. And here we want Scrolls of Death Ward. Oh god, these are expensive. Fucking hell. Shit. Yeah, I'll take them. I need freedom of movement as well. That's like all of my money.
Our path leads
Gross.
on.
But I'd rather spend my money on that than die. Those scrolls are of the utmost importance. Okay, we head to the market square.
You'll make a fine trophy.
Ow. I'll go for another bark skin there. Alright, we have just the Marauder and the Alchemist.
We shall overcome.
Come on, Woljif. Get him.
They'll beg me to stop.
Yeah, the alchemists hurt, especially in the early game. It's fine, though. Kind of.
Open your heart to me.
Only you deserve
did I give it
my
to?
obedience.
Yeah, the alchemist class is insanely strong. Most of the classes in this game, or in Pathfinder, are just insanely strong if built correctly. The only ones I can think of that are a little weird are specifically whatever Woljif is, the Eldritch Scoundrel. I feel like full rogue and like Vivisectionist from Alchemist are just better versions of what this tries to be. Druids, they are incredibly strong by nature of being casters, but I would place them a tier below Clerics. But that's still like, if Clerics are S tier, then Druids are like A tier. So I would usually play a Druid as a caster, just because of how shapeshifting works in this game. That said, on one of my playthroughs, I did turn Lan from level 2 onward into a Druid who got Wisdom to AC because he was a monk, and I turned him, like, by endgame, he was an air elemental, and I was using him as a tank. He would just buff himself and the party, and then he'd just chill up front as an air elemental, as a tank. It was kind of amusing. Was it the most effective use of him? No. But, you know, doesn't have to be. Seven, so I need a 6 here.
Just don't blame me.
Well, we failed. No, I'll tell you everything, just don't hit me. I never stole nothing. I only just joined the Thieflings. The Tiefling gestures back the way he came. As if that explains everything or something. It was all them, back there. They found an underground passage to the Grey Garrison, and they've been nicking stuff out of there ever since. Low-down thieving toe rags, that's what they are. But I had nothing to do with it, I swear. Brother Gort, is that you? Brother Woljif? I thought you'd pegged it in Erebith's jail. Happy to see you too. Who are you? An honest guy who's fallen in with some bad folks. The Thieflings, the local thieves around here, they forced me to join their gang, but I didn't want to. Just don't hand me over to Erebith, valiant Crusaders. Please, in the name of all the gods there ever were. Court, here is a new addition to the Thieflings. So far, he's swiped around 5,000 gold. He's got a long way to go before he catches up with me, mind. Now, give me one moment here. I'm going to see, since I'm thinking about it. Here we are. Share. Anyone with a link? I do believe it was this. I was wrong. I took Druid from level 3 onward. But like I said, I've theory crafted dozens of builds, and I tend to have them all in my Google spreadsheets, just so that I know what I'm doing. I do similar with Rogue Trader, by the way. I just have my shit in Google spreadsheets. I am very much a spreadsheet kind of guy. Now, mind you, that was on a way, way earlier patch. So I'd probably end up changing some things around a little bit here and there now. But it would still work well enough. An underground passage to the Grey Garrison. Please tell me more. Right, so the temple around here, the Temple of Iomide, has a cellar and a passage. Leads from it right to the Grey Garrison. The Thieflings, my pals, damned a lot of them, have been using this passage on and off to sell all sorts of things to the soldiers in the Grey Garrison. When the demons burst into the city, we thought we'd check up on the Grey Garrison to see how the soldiers were faring, and to offer our assistance. Don't give me that look. This is the first I'm hearing of it. Tieflings keep secrets from each other too, you know? Why are you afraid of me? I used to play Stellaris back when it launched, up until there was the Hive Mind update, and then there was the... It might have just been the Hive Mind update that I stopped playing. They removed the 3 separate types of travel from the game and made it just one, and the game is not what I originally bought anymore. Not saying it's a bad game, just is not what I bought. It is still a great game. I just would have to literally relearn it from scratch at this point. Other Paradox games I have Crusader Kings 3, I think it was. I'm trying to think of what other Paradox games there are, because I'm sure... Oh, Age of Wonders 4 is published by Paradox, even though it is Triumph Studios that made it. Why are you afraid of me? You're one of them Crusaders, ain't you? You lot hate our guts? The Thieflings, I mean? You lock us up and do worse? But I'm not a Thiefling, not really. Can I help you somehow? Yeah, let me go, please. I'll let you go, but you have to pay me first. Now, I shouldn't be doing a chaotic action here as someone who's going to be an Aeon into Devil, but I could use the extra money at this point in the game. Here's for letting me go like this. I'll remember you 100 years, I will. I'll name my firstborn after you.
I'll bathe in your blood.
Huh. I don't recall there being 2 Dretches here. Whatever. Go, Bismuth. Attack. And miss. Aw, that's rude. Everybody's just nauseated from the stinking cloud. Seriously? Yep, this town. Yeah, delay poison works on it, but, like, I don't have the spell slots for that at the moment.
Do not hold back.
There we go. 'Tis fine. We have ways to heal ourselves.
I will guide us.
I'll prove I am the
Wendu! Please take that Illusionist out. Or at least do significant damage. Thank you.
no match for me.
Oh, come on, you missed 2 4s? Oh, fuck. Things got more difficult now.
Distract them from me.
The light take you!
I'll cut you wide open.
Get tripped.
I'll rip you apart.
Nice crit. Jesus. Yeah.
Time to share.
Not that I have much room to speak, having attacked with Wendu and taking a free crit on her. But I mean, I really want to get rid of this Illusionist.
Into the fray.
Not like this.
For reasons like that.
Strike as one.
Schlup, no!
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Attack.
And then we just have this archer here that's laying on the ground. There we go. Thankfully, Wendu didn't actually die.
Where do you want me?
Okay, Schlup, you can stop sleeping on the ground now. It'll wear off eventually. There it goes. Okay, I could pick up Ember here right now, but if I delay picking her up, then I gain a little extra XP for every encounter I have going at the moment. Because only the active companions get XP. And then when I pick her up, I can do the hat trick to make it so she joins at my level.
No reason to pause.
Alright, what do we have here? Go, Sela. Get in there. Nice 9 damage.
The light, take you!
We shall overcome.
Schlupp! Well, Schlupp is dead. It's okay, he comes back on a long rest.
Stabby or zappy? Why not both?
No match for me.
Do not hold back.
Distract them for me.
Into the fray!
Damn, Wendu.
Strike as one.
Fucking hell. 2 turns in a row. Hit 16s twice in a row. And did like 15 damage.
Time to share your treasures.
The
Probably
inheritor,
fine.
Guide my blade!
There we go.
Together we stand.
Alright. Yeah, pretty much. That sounds accurate for RimWorld. My luck is usually the opposite end. Not that the enemies are rolling, like, really high, but that I just roll really low. I prefer that kind of luck. Because I don't care how many times I miss, so long as the enemy's missing, too. It's when, the enemy hits that I have issues. Right side of things, I'm using my potions this playthrough, so I won't have any issues with being over-encumbered by potion weight. Just, I'll be over-encumbered by other things instead.
A bright future awaits us.
Oh, okay. I mean, I guess. I'll just let them attack those. I'm not particularly attached to those Crusaders. The Cleric needs to go, though. Would have been funny if they'd tried causing fear on Sela. Being a paladin and immune to it and everything.
Attack!
I'll rip you apart!
Cover me, all right?
It's actually ideal if these Crusaders die, because they have extra potions on them. And I'm kinda going through them at record speed.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
No glory without risk.
Oh. What? It just got back up. I swear that they used to drop potions. Maybe I'm thinking of different ones. I'm already medium encumbrance. I see how it is. Time to unload our garbage. You know what probably would have helped? If I threw all my heavy food in my chest. Because I don't need to be carrying that with me. Too little too late now. But it would have been an idea.
I will help where I can.
You'll make a
Go, Sela, go! There's 2 Dretches. Alright, it appears it's time for ads. The ads will play for 3 minutes. They turn off pre-roll and mid-roll ads for the next hour. I don't do anything in the meantime, so nobody misses out on any content. And I will catch you all in 3 minutes. Alright, the ads have finished. And we continue.
Distract them for me.
Alright, Crusaders.
Into the fray.
Thank you. And hopefully this one doesn't cause issues here, but it probably will. Rimworld counts a lightning strike on a tamed donkey as an... Oh yeah, it does. I haven't played it much, or I haven't played it ever, but I've watched a friend of mine stream it a lot. So, I know a little bit about it.
We shall overcome.
They'll beg me to stop.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Do not hold back.
Sela, how are you getting hit so frequently? Do you have... Ah, you have Sundered Armor on. Okay. Well, that would be why.
Rely on me.
Godspeed.
Build a bridge out of the debris? Who is my highest athletics? I think it was Schlupp. And Schlupp is out for the count. Which is not great. Gotta be honest. This is probably going to cause everyone to get exhausted or fatigued or whatever.
I would like some time to collect myself.
Yep.
No reason to pause.
Well, shit. I was really hoping that wouldn't happen. Do I have any... I have a Potion of Lesser Restoration.
You need me. Good.
Together?
And I will have you lay on hand self. And at least we have 2 that aren't fatigued now.
Tear your throat out!
There's all sorts of creepy crawlies here. And of course, Sela just always gets hit, no matter what. Sela, why was your AC 16? No, that's Sela attacks. "21, flat-footed. Okay. Even still, it had to roll. Man. They are high rolling today. Go, Bismuth.
Time to share the treasures.
Oh, nice. I'm diseased. That's what I like seeing.
I'll rip you apart!
The lights take you!
No match for me.
Cover me, all right?
There we go. Now I need to... Who has the highest lore religion? Me?
I will see this through.
There we go. Got rid of the demon plague. We hope that they just attack the Crusaders for now. Oh, nice. All right. Ramien, my beloved brother, I admire your zeal, of course, but would you not agree this is hardly the time to be standing guard over a hole that no one will ever emerge from? Or perhaps you're concerned that someone will decide to go for a nighttime stroll and will accidentally fall into it. Such foresight is laudable, but do you really need so many soldiers for such a task? Can't your warriors be put to better use, for instance, fighting demons or clearing rubble, while the people trapped beneath it might still be alive? The face of this golden curled Aasimar is beautiful, even by the standards of his kind, in whose veins runs the blood of angels. His melodious voice sounds cheerful, but bitter reproach simmers in his gaze. Don't you dare call me brother, heretic? The signs of recent hard fighting are obvious in this stern old man. His armor is dented and covered in blood, and his unnatural pallor suggests something more dangerous than wounds inflicted by claws and fangs. Nonetheless, his gaze is stony, and his voice, accustomed to barking orders, is harsh and clipped. How dare you accuse me of doing nothing to protect this city? Especially now, when followers of your temple were caught committing treason? To my mind, they are no different than the demon worshippers. Those miscreants, those beasts that are digging under the city walls. Everyone knows, my dearest prelate, that in your zealous pursuit of order in the city, you have long since forgotten how to tell friend from foe and good from evil. That's what happened with my adepts, whose act of treason was a genuine attempt to save the city. And yet again, I'm forced to repeat myself. While we are wasting time on pointless quarrels, people are dying under the rubble in our city. People whom we could have saved if you had only set your soldiers to the task, and not kept them here, surrounding a useless and utterly harmless hole in the ground. Harmless? Well, if it's on your say-so, then it must mean there is someone down there. Your associates, no doubt, and they're just waiting for us to abandon our posts before they slink out and try again, too. The old man notices your approach. And you. I remember you. You appeared in my city the day the demons attacked and Terendil died. What are you doing here? Answer at once, or I'll have you strung up by your ankles before you know it. Don't think that the demons have wounded me. I still have enough strength to take on 100 of your sort. And what is this hideous creature? Hulrun peers at Wenduog with suspicion. Hey. You lay off the spider cat. The huntress shoots him an icy glare. We call ourselves the Neithers. Our forebears bore the brunt of the demon's first strike. In thanks for their sacrifice, you sent them into the catacombs. But now the demons are mauling you in the streets. You need allies, even hideous ones like us. Wenduog pointedly spits on the floor. Mongrels, descendants of the Crusaders? A feral specimen, no doubt. You obviously know human speech. Surprisingly well, in fact. Alright, let's be off with you. The prelate looks at you. If she causes any trouble, I shall hold you responsible. Come to think of it, you still haven't told me who you are. I'm a Crusader. I'm fighting to liberate Canabris from the demons. Crusader, you say? I'll look into it. You obviously don't know whom you are speaking. I'm the one who decides who's a Crusader and who's a traitor in the city. Hulrun Shapik, prelate of Canabris, and by the grace of Her Majesty, Queen Galfrey, and the city's defender against threats from within and without. And as we can see, you've done a sterling job protecting the city. The golden curled Aasimar flashes a flinty smile. I am Ramien of Edme, prior of the Temple of Desna, which, alas, currently lies in ruins. Wise Hulrun here believes it is vital to guard this hole in the ground, from which he is certain demons will emerge at any moment. I have been trying to convince him that the city has far more urgent matters to deal with. For instance, rescuing those currently dying under the rubble. You know what? There may in fact be one matter that is more important than guarding this hole. I've put it off, and look where it's led us. I should have hung you from the gates back when you dared to defend your gang of delinquent demon collaborators. If the Sarkorians had hanged Aurilu Vorlesh while they had the chance, there never would have been a war. I won't repeat their mistake. I won't hesitate any longer. Soldiers, seize this scum. Prelate, see reason. These are frightening times, but threatening to hang someone without trial, that is unworthy of a servant of Iomedae. The old man fixes his eyes on Sela. Lest you forget, girl, we may serve the same goddess, but you are not an Inquisitor. Don't question the way I choose to serve Iomedae, and I won't question yours. Behold, Inquisitor, I bear the gift of an angel who died in the caves below Canabras. I am no enemy of yours. If you choose this option here, then later on you can save both the Prelate Hulrun and the Acolytes of Desna. If you choose any other option, you cannot. You have to choose one or the other. The old man frowns and whispers something, a prayer or a spell. With each word, his face relaxes. You're telling the truth. The light in your hand was wrought by the power of heaven. I will keep an open mind with regard to you, stranger, and later, under less fractious circumstances, I would like to ask you about how you came to receive this gift. But that can wait. Now, I must deal with this filth once and for all. What precisely are you accusing Ramien of, Inquisitor? Treason. Not long before the city was attacked, several followers from his temple tried to secretly access the Wardstone and perform an unknown ritual over it. Hulrun is trembling with fury. The Wardstone of Canabras, the gift from Iomedae, the bringer of light, wrought by the hands of her herald, the first in the chain, and followers of that crazy runt of a goddess try to meddle with it and using their magic. After hearing a voice in their dreams, my soldiers almost had them caught when Ramien got in the way, allowing the traitors to go to ground. I made a mistake. I didn't have him locked in a cell and interrogated to within an inch of his life, and now the city lies in ruins. It's time to rectify that mistake. I've told you before, and I'll tell you again, my people foresaw the attack on the city. They knew the Wardstone already carried the seed of corruption within itself, and they were simply trying to heal it. I've heard similar claims before. Now, where was it? Ah, yes, from Staunton Vhane, the traitor who brought down Dresden. The lessons of the past have taught us a great deal, and that is why I never believed you or your mob's lies even for a second, and I was right. Don't lay a finger on him, or you'll have to answer to me. And because I showed the light of heaven, this doesn't provoke him or anything. The Asmar holds up his hand in placating gesture. Stop, you are the defenders of what remains of Canabras. Can't you think of anything better to do than be at each other's throats in the ruins of the city? Ramien looks at the prelate. You're a fool, Hulrun. A zealot. A murderer. But you're a fool first and foremost. I told you that the Wardstone was weakened. You wouldn't listen. I warned you that the city was going to be attacked. You shooed me away. The truth is that my young adepts were trying to save the Wardstone, and you stopped them. Of course, those truly responsible for this tragedy are the demons, but you have done nothing to prevent it, and now you would rather kill an innocent person and perish yourself than admit that you were wrong. As always. With a wave of his hand, the Asmar vanishes. He fled, the heretic. He's no doubt expecting me to rush off in pursuit, but that won't work on me. Hulrun turns his attention to you. What about you? If you truly have been marked out for a gift from heaven, this is your chance to save the city. Go and bring that filthy traitor, or bring back that filthy traitor. I am almost certain that he and his cronies were helping the demons, either knowingly or unknowingly. Their attempt to bewitch the Wardstone is clear proof. Ramien must be captured. I see you suffered greatly in battle. Nonsense. I had to deal with a brood of Nabasus. It was nothing. I've taken on worse enemies for the goddess's help, or with the goddess's help. I failed a knowledge arcana check. The Inquisitor seems hale and hearty, but you're not sure if his wounds truly are minor, or if it's all just bravado. Abasus, this prelate is mighty, sure enough, but a strong predator is tired and spent after defeating a rival, and he becomes tempting prey for smaller hunters. But smaller predators, in turn, should ensure they do not choose a target that is far superior to them. Weakness can be deceiving. What would a city girl know about wild predators? I was educated at home. My studies were most rigorous. Ramien really warned you about the attack? Those crazed Desnins were always bursting into my study with their incoherent prophecies that came to them in their dreams. I won't lie, sometimes what they said did come to pass, but can we really rely on the woolly dreams of heretics over the cold, hard facts of intelligence reports? Plenty of demons could have easily fooled them and whispered a treasonous plan in their dreams, and those lunatics would have been only too happy to listen. This time, Mr. Curls for Brains came to me and declared that demons were about to attack the city, and that the Wardstone's power was diminished by some kind of contamination or taint. Iomedae forgive me for even repeating the words. After uttering such blasphemy, he should have been locked up along with his followers and interrogated, but instead, I simply increased the surveillance on them, and what next? My people caught them red-handed, trying to attack the Wardstone with unknown magic. And not 3 days later, the demons attacked the city. There's an obvious connection between these events. Whether deliberately or under demonic influence, the Desnins played right into the hands of Discari's hordes, and they almost left the city completely defenseless. Ramien covered for his people the whole time, and helped them escape my guards. After that, what else can he be but a traitor and a heretic? There's nothing dangerous in this hole. You have no reason to guard it. You told me yourself that you received a light-bringing gift from an angel who perished in the caves below our feet. It is no secret that those passages are teeming with dangerous creatures that could kill anyone, even a warrior of heaven. Demons and demonic offspring love roaming about underground. That's why I will be keeping an eye on this hole. If the beasts decide to attack from it, we'll be ready for them. Where can I find Ramien? How should I know? The weasel can't have gone far. He turned invisible. He's probably hunkered down in some hole, like the traitorous little rat he is. And he'll be sitting, trembling, and waiting until he's dragged out of there. With the prelate after you, that seems the only sensible thing to do. It's what I'd do. Why are you obsessed with finding enemies everywhere you look? Why? Why? You must not be from these parts or you wouldn't have asked such a question. I look for enemies everywhere because our enemies are everywhere. Who are we at war with? Demons? Demons and cultists. They are masters of deception. They worm their way into your favor and masquerade in all manner of false guises. Do you think Dresden was taken by force? No. By trickery? Were it not for me, Canabris would have gone the same way long ago, captured out from under our noses. Pretty sure it was taken by force. Discari himself kinda showed up. But, you know. You do you, Hulrun. Now listen to what I'm about to tell you. This was a long time ago. I was very young then, and I had just joined the Crusade back then. Canabris didn't have a garrison so much as a public thoroughfare. Anyone who wanted could just stroll into the city. One day at dawn, a group of refugees came up to the city gates, bold as brass. The city guards let them in, and why not? For no one was ever turned away. It was no matter. Everyone was welcome in our city. If you came to from Mendev, or if you'd hauled yourself here from across the seas, the Crusade accepted all and sundry. But on this occasion, we paid dearly for our laxity. Just as soon as those innocent lambs entered the city, they transformed into demons and rushed toward the Wardstone, slaughtering everyone who tried to stop them. 62 people died in less than a minute. The demons used their mutilated corpses to desecrate the obelisk. None of them dared to go near it. The light of the goddess burned them all, so they threw the blood from afar, spattering the ward stone from every direction. And the lead demon, an eyeless beast, Minago, jeered and gloated, saying mortals had been sitting ducks, and the creature was right, too. We let our guard down, and we got what we deserved. That bloodbath came to be known as the Red Morning Massacre, and it was burned into the townsfolk's memories. Since then, Canabris has adopted different practices. Heretics, cultists, spies, all rabble who coveted Aurilu's glory, who drove them out of the city. We haven't had any trouble here since. Many have come here. Even the Balor, Koramzada, and they have all been sent straight back to where they came from, or else they were killed for their trouble. You see, Daskari himself had to crawl out of the abyss and come here. The goddess curse him in order to break through our defenses. And what did he do? He left again, and we're still fighting. Now that is what vigilance and discipline can do. I have to go. Go on then, if you have to. It would be good if you could return with the head of that scum. The demon invasion transformed all of Canabris into one great battlefield, but nowhere in the city suffered as much as this square. This place saw a clash of titans, the demon lord Daskari leading his hordes from the abyss, and the dragon Terendaliv, the mightiest of the city's defenders, and one of the first to fall. The scene of destruction leaves no doubt as to the battle's outcome. A skilled scout could recreate the course of the battle moment by moment, simply by looking at the ruins. From the chimneys torn down by powerful wings and a sharp dive, to the bloody tracks left behind when the demon dragged away the noble reptile's broken body. But it is no hypothetical scout gazing upon the ruins. It is Zen Inquiz, and he is not alone. The shadow of a strange, barely perceptible presence lingers over this place, like a gaze untethered from any observer. This mysterious force, unknown to mortal kind, silently assesses, judges, and seeks a better way. In an instant, Zen is vested with this power and looks at the world with its eyes. The past, present, and future stand before him as a unified whole, an unmoving, multifaceted crystal that would be beautiful were it not for the fractures, blemishes, and flecks marring its splendor. What past does he see? In the past exists the one who wielded this gaze in life, although the one and life are in opposite terms for Aeons, the supernatural embodiments of cosmic balance. Rather than who or what, a better word for these entities is how this Aeon appeared from outside this world, from the great beyond, put an end to the intermingling of the planes and destroy the world wound, the chasm disrupting the order of the multiverse. Alas, the visitor from beyond proved too weak for the battle they have come to fight. They even failed to finish casting the spell that would have sent Daskari back to the abyss. With one swing of his scythe, the Demon Lord cut the Aeon down. Oh, sorry, I can't stop yawning. I'm just so tired. What present does he see? Ruins, blood, corpses. None of this perturbs the Aeon's dispassionate gaze. The living are alive. The dead will be judged by Pharasma. All is as it should be. But the demons circling in the sky or prowling through the streets create a jarring juxtaposition, like splashes of blood-red ink on a restrained pencil sketch. They should not be here. The world of mortals is for mortals. The demon's place is in the demon world. How sublime the world would be if everything in it knew its place. But even the demons aren't as abhorrent as the sharp-edged, unassuming crystal languishing in the dirt among the bricks and smashed cobblestones. No mortal would notice it, but to the Aeon's eyes, its mere existence is an outrage against universal laws. If the Aeon still existed, they would not stop until the crystal was unmade. But the Aeon is gone, and only their gaze remains. Zen picks the crystal up out of the dirt and stows it in his pocket. He is mortal, which means he has the power to decide what to do with it. What future does he see? Good and evil, chaos and order, everything is in its lawful place in the multiverse, and it is no longer trespassing where it does not belong. Nothing is disrupting the smooth and steady current of the river of souls from life into death and back to life again. Reality rid of its flaws, and it's now perfect, and the Aeons withdraw to eternally admire its beauty, which will never be threatened again. After allowing the hero to view the world through their eyes, the little that remained of the destroyed Aeon is killed, even inappropriate here for an entity that is so removed from life and death as we understand them. Used up its last vestiges of energy. Now they are ready to disperse into nothingness unless someone decides to preserve the Aeon within themselves. Will the hero take on this power so that he may again look at the world through another's eyes, or will he allow it to vanish? Retain the Aeon's power within yourself. The spirit of Aeon dwells out of sight, deep in Zen's soul, like a pair of magical spectacles stowed away until the moment when the hero once again needs to look at the world through another's eyes.
We will win this war.
How
I
to...
am yours to command.
You know what? I'm just gonna have Wendu attack a Dretch.
Can we retreat already?
There are 2 clerics there. That is concerning.
They'll beg me to stop!
No, Bismuth, don't be afraid.
Into the fray!
Strike as one.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Man, I am missing everything. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all. Ow.
Attack!
Thank you, Sela. Nope. Oh, God. Don't start that, please. Alright, we're gonna have a problem here.
No glory without risk! Into the fray! This will be a ruse.
Seriously, I need you to stop that shit.
I'm alright.
Ow.
The inheritor.
Oh,
guide my
fuck you,
blade.
game. Well, Bismuth is going down now as well.
This will leave a bruise.
Nope. Somehow Bismuth is still alive.
Hold on, just a little more.
Alright, Sela. Okay, I don't know how that was an opportunity of attack, but sure.
We shall overcome.
I'll just sit here. Don't worry about me.
Distract them from me.
I'll rip you apart!
Alright, things are going very painfully for me. Why can this not be equipped by this character? What? It is a breastplate, right? Oh, this is half plate, not breastplate. That's why. Okay, that makes sense. It is better than what she's using. By 1 AC. But 1 AC, we take.
Let us press on.
Alright, I think I'm going to have to take a rest here. As much as I don't want to.
I will not fall.
I will try to avoid it as much as possible first.
I will help where I can.
Something wrong?
Oh wow, she drank all... Or she drank 7 of them. Damn. Alright, that's fine. Alright, good enough.
We march ahead.
Here we get a quest. Count Arenday's servant. Thank the gods, I found someone who isn't fleeing in a panic. Are you Crusaders? Mercenaries? The comely half-elf is so frightened that he can barely get the words out. I'm a servant of Count Daeran Kale Nevis Arenday. My lord's mansion is under attack by demons. The master himself and all his guests are trapped inside, and the house guards are nowhere to be found. I managed to escape through a servant's passage to look for help. Will you help me? The mansion is only a stone's throw away, on the next street over. Count Arenday. I have seen him a few times before, from afar. He looks highly audacious. I confess that he did capture my attention, but that's neither here nor there. We should help him. The gratitude of a rich and influential man can only benefit us. I succeed a knowledge world check. You've heard about the Arenday family before. This wealthy and noble Mendevian dynasty was almost wiped out by demons more than 10 years ago. The last surviving member of their family, the young Count Daeran, has an infamous reputation. He is well known for being rake and rogue. Misfortune continues to dog the house of Arenday, I see. The servant cringes. You're telling me? Everyone tried to talk me out of taking up that position? Saying that it can't have just been bad luck that brought tragedy down on the family and almost killed off the line. But I reasoned that since my master was the only one to survive that calamity, that meant he must be blessed by fate and the powers of good. The pay was nothing to sniff at either. The servant cast his eyes around the street. I should have listened to the people smarter than me and gone to work somewhere else. Preferably far away from Canavris. Tell me more about what happened. I'll tell you what I can. I was working from dusk till dawn and back to dusk again, serving guests at the Count's banquet. When the other servants came to relieve me at my post, I went to sleep. The next thing I know, I wake up and there are demons inside the mansion. I couldn't even reach the Count. The monsters had blocked the way. The Count's banquet was still going on. He and his guests were in the great hall, and as far as I could tell, the door to the room was sealed and the demons couldn't get in. I'm begging you, hurry. The mansion's doors are sturdily built. The demons will have to work hard to get past them, so you still have time to rescue the people inside. What'll I get if I help this Count of yours? Demanding a reward for fighting demons? That is dishonorable, and foolish too, since demons are the enemy of each and every one of us. Today, we selflessly help someone to thrash the demons. Tomorrow, someone else will help us. I'll help. Where's your master's house? Not far at all. You're better off entering from the next street over, though. Or through the passage I used to get out. Help, I'm begging you. I hate to think that what the Count will do to me if I don't bring back help.
Our path leads on.
Watch it, watch it. What are you goons doing? You'll bloody crush me? A young tiefling lies trapped in a collapsed section of tunnel. The other two tieflings scramble around, trying in vain to free him from under the rubble. Quit whining. Hey, alarm, someone's coming. Maybe he will help us? Wise up, would you? Before you get us killed. Let's make a run for it while we still can. No, come on, don't leave me. I'll die here. Like a crushed louse. Wenduog wrinkles her nose. Let us leave this place, master. This pathetic creature is not even worth spitting on. Hey guys, I see you're in a bit of a jam. Get a load of this lot? And no escort neither. Woljif, you little shit. How are you not dead yet? And who's that with you? They're friends of mine. Great guys. Woljif turns to you, and out of the corner of his mouth says, listen, do me a solid. Help them drag this sorry carcass free. They'll repay you. Cross my heart. What will you pay for my help? We ain't got nothing. Poor as church mice we are. Left our money at home, did you? Well, I've got money. Pouch in my pocket. It's all yours if you help, or get me out. Yikes, I have nobody with athletics.
I must rest to fight another day.
Yeah, we failed the athletics check. Clearing the rubble proves a bigger challenge than expected. By the time you finally free the trapped tiefling, you're ready to collapse with fatigue. Whew, I'm alive, and all in one piece, give or take. Thank you. I'll remember your kindness for the rest of my life. And you two clowns, I don't want to hear a word out of you. Get into the tunnel now. One trip just to the Grey Garrison and back. Don't be a coward. Not going to collapse. Or else we came all this way for nothing. That ended well, didn't it? Wished. Not now, talk later. The tiefling eyes you and elbows his chatty companion in the ribs, causing him double over in pain. Sounds very suspicious. Come clean. Who are you? Alright. Don't hurt us. People call us Thieflings. We kind of skirt around the edges of the law. That's how we make our living. Say some tyrant bans books that show stuff he don't like, or fancy Kionin wine he don't drink. Is it wrong if we step in to fill the gap in the market? If there's a demand for it, someone's got to sell it. Don't go thinking we're gangsters or anything. Our only concern is making the lives of citizens easier, for a little coin. People in the city can't even breathe without breaking some stupid regulation or restriction. Take this tunnel that collapsed on top of our friend, for instance. It leads straight to the Grey Garrison. Thanks to it, any soldier whose throat is feeling a little dry, or who's needing some nighttime reading material, we can get all the things for them that his heartless superiors refuse to. We're providing a public service. I helped you. Now, you can help me and Commander Tirabade to save Canabris. The militia needs people with various skills, even ones as unusual as yours. You what? Are you blind or something? The tiefling points at his horns and his tail. Know what people call us? Aurelu's Spawn. And that's one of the nicer nicknames. Crusaders and tieflings don't mix. We'll be torched on sight. Whoa, Tirabade? Eurybith Tirabade from the Eagle Watch? Lads, we have to help her. She's one of the only big shots in this town that actually treat us with any decency. Why should we risk our necks for the Crusaders? Because Eurybeth risked her neck for ours. She saved me from that creep Hulrun, yanked me straight out of his torture chamber. Only a worthless toe rag would refuse to help her out after that. Nah, nuh-uh. I'm not listening to any more of this. The Tiefling makes a showing of covering his ears. You do what you want. I'm heading for the River Kingdoms. Go on then. I'm going with the Crusaders, and I'm going to round up the others to help. We've made some good money in this city. It'd be a shame to surrender our meal ticket to the demons. But enough yammering. So long. Level 5 would be such a huge boon. Right. I forgot about this.
A bright future awaits us.
Defeat is not an option.
I'm going to Light of the Angels to give everyone 1 temp HP.
No match for me.
The light, take you!
Nice, they tried fearing Sela. I Light of the Angels again, because that's all I can reach to do.
Time to share your treasures!
They'll beg me to stop.
Alright, Wendu took care of that.
Do not hold back.
Woljif, are you wearing any armor? No, you're not. I could have tossed a mage armor on you a while ago. Yeah, you can have it tossed on you now.
Into the fray!
It seems to be attacking me. Good lord, did it do damage. Seriously? That was less than 5 feet traveled. Why does it say I traveled 30 feet? I moved like 2 inches. Not even.
I'll rip you apart!
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Strike as one.
Cover me, all right?
No match for me.
Alright. God, I still need 4k XP to hit the next level. Alright, here... where is it? This is fine.
I will guide us.
How's it going, Arueshalae? Alright, it is time for ads. They will play for 3 minutes. They turn off pre-roll and mid-roll ads for the next hour. I don't do anything in the meantime, so nobody misses any content. And I will catch everyone in 3 minutes. Alright, the ads have finished. We can continue. Did you really know about the demon attack? Sorry. The golden curled Asmar greets you with a graceful bow. So you found me? I have nowhere else to run. I'm at your mercy. Kill me if you wish, but I ask you to hear me out first. Did you really know about the demon attack before it happened? I did. We have a secret ally in the enemy's ranks. No one knows who this brave soul is, but she has been feeding us information about the demon's plans. These dispatches have come to us by the most reliable channel bestowed upon us by the great dreamer herself. They have come to us in dreams. Prelate Hulrun brushed them off as meaningless reveries, and, well, I admit that it isn't always easy to distinguish our allies' messages from ordinary dreams, but even ordinary dreams are gifts from Desna and are always worthy of attention. The Prelate, and all the Crusade leaders, for that matter, should have put less store in reason and more in intuition, inspiration, and spontaneity. The longer this coward blathers on, the more I want to give in to inspiration and spontaneously knock his teeth out. Good old spider cat. What's more, not long before the attack on the city, a blind elf who calls himself the storyteller arrived in Canabris. This wanderer wasn't merely a collector of legends, but a scholar of the unknown. According to him, the wardstone in our city, the first and most important in the chain of wardstones, weakened since long ago, was teetering on the brink of corruption. It seems that the Red Morning Massacre and other demon attacks, even the ones we fended off, did not leave us unscathed. Unfortunately, the prelate did not wish to listen to the storyteller either. We're lucky he wasn't burnt at the stake as a heretic. We had such vital information on our hands, information that could have saved the city, but no one cared to listen, all the way to the catastrophic end. Tell me about the strange rituals that were going to be performed on the wardstone. Ramien looked slightly abashed. When my attempts to open Hulrun's eyes ended in failure, a few of my young adepts resolved to take matters into their own hands. They did not consult me before doing so, but I have never demanded iron discipline from my priests. Army commanders may have subordinates, but I have pupils and fellow worshippers. I can only inspire them. I cannot command them. And it seems they were inspired all on their own. They had no ill intent. They only wished to access the wardstone in secret and try to cleanse it. But to Hulrun, this became perform a suspect ritual after hearing even more suspect voices in their dreams. The children wanted to save their city, but the Inquisitors detained them and almost killed them. I had to intervene. I used my authority and my power as a cleric to give them a chance to flee. If they hadn't got away, they were destined for a cell in the prelate's dungeons, and quite likely death. Why are you and Hulrun feuding? Oh, I'm not feuding with him. I sincerely wish only the best for the man. In an ideal world, he'd be far away from the front lines, enjoying a peaceful retirement. But even if that isn't possible, I have always tried to help him fulfill the mission he has taken upon himself, and to which he is proved fatally ill-suited, protecting Canabris against the demons. Unfortunately, he is convinced that the followers of Desna are heretics and saboteurs. He refused to listen to me, and it was only the knightly orders that deterred him from including us in his witch hunt. Now there is clearly no one left to stand in his way. He is finally free to get rid of us once and for all. Is there any chance you could resolve your conflict? I don't know. Hulrun's faith is truly formidable. Not only his faith in Iomedae, but in his own infallibility. In other words, he's as hard-headed as a rock troll. But even so, Desna teaches us never to lose hope. Talk to him. Try to explain that we are fighting on the same side. If he attacks you, disarm him. Bind his hands. But I beg you, if at all possible, please do not kill him. Why haven't you left this place for somewhere safer? Because people might need help, and they will come to the temple in search of a priest. I will not hide away in a hole, saving my own neck while Canabris is full of people suffering in the wake of the demon's attack. I have to go. Wait, 3 of my adepts are hiding somewhere in the ruins of the city. The ones the Inquisitors wrongly accused of treason. I beg of you, find them and protect them against the demons and vigilantes like Hulrun. They will not rest until they find them. If there's anything else you can do to save Canabris, please do it. Wait, you spared Ramien despite what that mad Inquisitor told you? The young voice comes from nowhere. Oh, hang on, I forgot to remove the spell. I hope Hulrun's dogs aren't lurking nearby. A pale youth materializes before you. His face looks haggard from lack of sleep, but he is clearly pleased to be speaking to someone. So you're one of the Desnan adepts that tried to break into the Wardstone? Where you're, yeah. Yes, I am Ilks, Cleric of Desna, and one of the people who answered the call of the voice in dreams. Some unknown person made contact with us through our dreams, telling us about the demons' plans. We learned that the demons were planning to attack Canabris and do something terrible to our Wardstone, which already carries the taint of corruption. Fellet Hulrun refused to heed our warnings. We had to make a choice. We could either throw up our hands and pull back, or take action, even though it could cost us our lives. But what heartless person could stand by in the face of such a deadly threat? What are you planning to do to the Wardstone? Our plan was to get in and follow our instincts. There were 3 of us, a cleric, a mage, and a bard. Between us, we know a lot. We're capable of a great deal. If we'd had enough time, I'm sure we could have figured out what was wrong with the Wardstone and how to heal it. But they didn't give us time. Yes, the local commanders got roped into dealing with this. Some idiot kids trying to break into the Wardstone, apparently some of ours, but who even knows these days? I know there's no evil in you, I can sense things like that, but what you did was so stupid and impulsive, someone could have got hurt, I know from experience. How did you even come up with such a plan? How could we not come up with that plan? Listen, Desna is the goddess of luck, but luck has, as many lay people would understand it, and luck as we, the followers of the music of spheres, see it, are far from the same thing. Other people believe that luck is something good that falls into your lap just because, like a generous but unearned reward. We see luck as a fundamental law of creation, according to which, even in the darkest hour of the most hopeless situation, a chance of rescue and change for the better can arise. But you've got to seize this chance when it presents itself, or better yet, create your own. Followers of Desna are not people who like idleness and inaction. That's why, when Canabris was in trouble, we did as our goddess had taught us. We took the matter into our own hands and tried, in a moment of desperation, to pluck our chance from the hands of fate itself. So what, you went up against Hulrun, but he's the official governor of the city? What of it? Submitting to unworthy leaders is one of the great ills of our civilization. We will never defeat the demons if we keep listening to people like Hulrun. Only someone who is strong can refuse to submit to strength. Either you are a master, or you are seeking a master to rule over you. Or else, everyone will end up in your situation, getting themselves killed or hiding in fear. Kind of. I think there's a couple goddesses that technically have the domain of luck, or gods/goddesses. There's some overlap in domains between the gods, because there's just so many of the gods. There could be like a good god of luck, and then like maybe there's an evil god of luck as well, or a neutral one. And they might see luck differently. Whose voice have you been hearing in your dreams? Nobody knows what it is, but everyone who has heard her, I should say, is convinced that she is good and pure soul chosen by Desna. We had a choice. We could trust her, except that we have an ally somewhere who isn't afraid of all the armies of the Abyss, or we could drown in suspicions and get one step closer to becoming just like Hulrun. We decided to trust the voice, and seeing Canabris devastated, which is what our unknown ally tried to prevent until the very end, I can see now who had truth on their side. Where are your fellow worshippers and how many of them are there? Fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know where they are. We split up to confuse the Inquisitors who were chasing us. You need help? Desna teaches us to trust in last-ditch chances. Listen, my friends are called Arunca and Thal the Wallflower. Arunca is an amazing singer and a truly beautiful girl. She has plenty of friends and fans. She's probably blended into a crowd somewhere. Wallflower is a mage, but I don't think he'll risk using magic. It will only bring the Inquisitors down on him. He'll be harder to find. You'd better find Arunca first. You might know where Wallflower is. Please find them and protect them against the demons and the Inquisitors. I will await news in the Goddess's Temple. I hope our mysterious helper will send us a new message that will reveal what is to come from the demons. Go. May Desna be with you, stranger. And there's a cat here that I can adopt. Mine. What does the cat give? Perception and lore nature. The spider cat gets the cat, I think. Who's my lore nature person? Yeah, it's the spider cat, right?
I crave your commands.
I'm getting a right menagerie going on over here with all of these little pets giving bonuses. Is this the thing that I think it is?
Godspeed.
No, it was not. Okay. I know there's a babao that's, like, hidden somewhere. In being a right prick. But I don't remember exactly where. I don't have anybody that's capable of charging here, so...
We will prevail.
Oh god. Ow.
No glory without risk.
Bismuth, no!
I'll rip you apart.
Attack!
The light take you.
Thank you, Woljif. You are being very useful today. 0 damage to Sela, 3 damage to me. I am perfectly okay with that.
No match for me.
Okay, not okay with that.
We shall overcome.
Into the fray!
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
God, why? This Evoker's just causing all sorts of issues, and I can't get back there without taking an attack of opportunity.
I'll just sit here. Don't
All right.
worry about me.
Do not hold back.
Distract them from me.
Get back up, Seela.
Rely on me.
You're not done yet.
You can trust me.
Alright, Seela. That'll do. Okay, this is where the babao is, I think. So, or is it? Yes, it is. I will come back there later. What is my money situation looking like? Ah, great. Oh god. There's a Vermlek. Oh, this sucks so hard. This could be Rip. This could be Rip. Woljif. Alright, well, we managed to get the wizard on the ground and a sharpshooter. It's not the best. Nice. Okay, that was the best. This thing is the most terrifying thing in the group. By a large margin.
They'll beg me to stop!
Yes! The random loot mod that I have gave me Bismuth from, who you usually find at the end of Act 2. Triceratops statuette. It's not incredibly useful right now, but it does soak hits. Three, 1, 4. What about this? 1. Alright. So I can color spray if need be.
Retreat. No.
Okay, I'm gonna have to.
Go. I can't die now. I'm not nearly rich enough. Time to share your treasures.
Alright. That annoying asshole is gone. They've tripped in the grease again. Cool.
No match for me.
Tactical retreat. No. Cover me, all right?
It stood up, took a bunch of attacks of opportunity.
I'll rip you apart.
Alright, it's taken care of. I delay here. I dismiss the spell. And then we go stand by the Evoker, so when it stands up, we get an attack of opportunity on it.
They'll beg me to stop.
Yeah.
Where's at you? Why not both?
Straight faceplant indeed.
Let us press on.
Alright, that fight hurt a lot. I think I'm still okay to continue, though.
This is my kind of work.
Scroll of Dominate Animal. That's going to be so useful here. You know, with all those animals that are here.
Have I pleased you?
Alright, who has highest mobility? Probably me. If I take this off. Yes. It is, in fact, me.
This task is beyond me.
Are you shitting me? Whatever. I had to roll like a friggin' 4. Huh. I failed a check. And, took so much damage that, apparently I wiped. Well. That's a way to end it. Huh. No, I was trying to cross a log bridge, essentially. All I had to do was roll a 6. After failing to roll a 4 just a second ago. My greed for XP killed me. Usually you only take like 5 damage from that. I thought. Most of the time when you fail a check in this game, you take like 5 damage on everybody. At least a mobility or an athletics check. Or you end up becoming fatigued. That's, Huh. Well, the more you know. I guess that's the end of our Inquisitor. I wasn't expecting that to happen. I really did think this character was going to last a long while longer. I thought I was going to get to at least the Tower of Estrad and possibly die to the fireball there that can be tossed.